On a cold November morning in 2025, the bells of remembrance echoed across the United Kingdom. It was the nation's most sacred day, Remembrance Day, when the British people come together to honor the brave men and women who sacrificed their lives for freedom. But this year's ceremony was unlike any other. The nation watched in awe as Princess Catherine, the Princess of Wales, appeared alone, without her husband, without royal fanfare, carrying only grace, strength, and emotion. Her quiet presence spoke louder than any speech could. The year 2025 has been a period of reflection and resilience for the royal family. King Charles III, facing health challenges, has reduced his public appearances. Prince William, deeply involved in international engagements, was abroad on official duty. Amid these circumstances, the eyes of the nation turned to Princess Catherine, whose quiet dignity and strength have made her one of the most admired figures in modern monarchy. Her decision to attend the ceremony alone was seen not as a gap in protocol, but as a symbol of continuity, a message that the royal family remains steadfast, even through testing times. This year's Remembrance Day service took place at the National Memorial Arboretum in Staffordshire, a place steeped in solemn beauty. The air was cool and still, the crowd gathered in silence. Veterans stood tall in their medals. Families of fallen heroes clutched red poppies in their hands, and military choirs hummed softly. Then, from the quiet crowd, a familiar figure emerged, Princess Catherine. Dressed in a black tailored coat, adorned with a single red poppy, she walked with composure and grace. Cameras flashed, but she remained focused. Her eyes reflected calm determination. When Catherine approached the memorial wreath stand, the world seemed to pause. She gently laid a wreath of scarlet poppies, the timeless symbol of remembrance, and bowed her head. For 2 minutes, she stood in silence. The weight of history and the emotion of loss filled the air. As the camera zoomed in, a single tear shimmered in her eyes. It was a quiet, deeply human moment, one that captured the hearts of millions watching across the world. Royal experts later remarked that Catherine's appearance was more than ceremonial. It was a declaration of resilience. Her body language conveyed confidence and composure. Her silence was filled with purpose. In that brief moment, she embodied the spirit of service and sacrifice that Remembrance Day represents. Observers noted that she carried herself with the same calm strength once seen in the late Queen Elizabeth II, proving that the legacy of dignity lives on. She stood alone, yet carried the weight of a nation with grace. Another on Instagram said, "This is what royalty means: empathy, dignity, and silent strength." YouTube clips of her appearance went viral, reaching millions of views. Comment sections overflowed with admiration and tears. It wasn't a performance, it was authenticity, and people felt it. Traditionally, Remembrance Day ceremonies are attended by several senior royals, yet this year, Princess Catherine represented the royal family alone. Some initially wondered why Prince William wasn't by her side. Palace sources later confirmed he was overseas fulfilling prior commitments, but those close to the family revealed that Catherine's solo presence was a deliberate and meaningful decision, an opportunity for her to represent the crown and the nation in her own right. This moment cemented her position as not just the wife of the future king, but as a powerful royal figure in her own standing. Catherine didn't give a speech. She didn't wave or seek attention, but her silence spoke volumes. When she bowed her head after placing the wreath, the nation saw humility, strength, and empathy all at once. Her presence reminded everyone that leadership is not always about words. Sometimes it's about grace under pressure. That image, her head bowed, eyes glistening, was splashed across front pages around the world under headlines like A Princess for the People and Catherine's Silent Tribute Moves the Nation. In 2025, the royal family has faced scrutiny, transitions, and personal trials. Yet amid all this, Catherine remains a figure of unity. Her warmth and authenticity have earned her not only respect, but deep affection from the public. Many see her as a bridge between the monarchy and the modern world, relatable yet regal, strong yet compassionate. BBC commentators called her appearance a defining moment of quiet leadership. Catherine's role extends far beyond royal duties. She is a mother of three, a devoted wife, and a global advocate for mental health and early childhood development. Balancing her family life with royal obligations, she exemplifies the strength of modern womanhood. Her presence at the Remembrance ceremony, serene yet emotionally powerful, was a reminder that strength is not loud. It is calm, steady, and graceful. British newspapers from the Telegraph to Daily Mail featured her photo on their front pages the next morning. The Sun described her as the heartbeat of the nation. CNN and People magazine ran headlines such as Princess Catherine's poignant tribute captures the world's heart. Even critics of the monarchy acknowledged the emotional power of the moment. Catherine's demeanor transcended royal image. It was about humanity. Those close to the princess say that beneath her calm exterior lies an incredible inner strength. Balancing public life, motherhood, and the scrutiny that comes with royal duty is never easy. Yet Catherine rarely shows fatigue or frustration. Instead, she channels her energy into purpose, into representing the values of service and family. Her Remembrance Day appearance reflected that same resilience. It was as if she was saying silently, "I'm here. I stand for them and for all of you." This year's Remembrance Day carried a deeper message that remembrance is not only about honoring the past, but also about embracing the strength to move forward. Catherine's solo tribute reminded the nation that even in solitude, we can carry collective strength. Her presence was not just royal duty, it was human empathy in its purest form. As the royal family navigates a changing era, Catherine's image from that morning will remain iconic. Standing alone, surrounded by silence and respect, she embodied what the monarchy must strive to be: humble, dignified, and connected to the people. Her performance that day wasn't about power, it was about purpose. Experts say Catherine is gradually becoming the face of the monarchy's next chapter, a chapter rooted in empathy, openness, and duty. She represents not just tradition, but evolution, a modern royal who resonates with both the young and the old. Her compassion and quiet strength are shaping how the world views the British monarchy in the 21st century. Across the UK, communities held vigils and shared stories of loved ones lost to war. And through it all, people spoke of Princess Catherine's grace. From small villages in Wales to bustling streets in London, her name became synonymous with pride. "She reminded us what it means to serve," said one veteran. Another elderly attendee whispered, "She carries the same spirit as the Queen, but in her own way." This Remembrance Day will be remembered not only for its solemnity, but for the emotional power of one woman's presence. Her image, standing alone before the memorial, wind brushing her hair, eyes filled with reflection, became the defining defining photo of the year. It told the story of duty, honor, and humanity, values that define Britain at its best. The 2025 Remembrance Day ceremony will forever be remembered as the day Princess Catherine moved a nation through silence. She didn't need to speak. Her actions, her poise, and her emotion said everything. In that moment, she wasn't just a princess. She was the beating heart of a grieving yet proud nation. As one headline so beautifully put it, she didn't just lay a wreath, she laid her heart.